One from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Here with Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Tonight we've got a special treat. Our NBA insider, Shams Charania, sitting in with us as well. Shams, glad you could be here tonight.
Of course, BA. I'm glad to be a part of this crew. This is a pretty big-time group I'm a part of right now, BA.
Yeah, well, good luck getting the word in, my friend. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Miami. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season. And, of course, there's the Raptors. They're 4 spots behind them. So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Ingram, the 3, with Barnes, the 4. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Heat, Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Adebayo and Ware together inside. And it's Hero in at the point guard position.
Here we go.
So Miami wins the tip. Barrett against Powell. Hero scanning the floor. The 3. Rebounded by Ingram. Going inside, he got a piece of it. Adebayo with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Hero for 3. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall. And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
So it's Miami now. Toronto making their last shot. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
Ingram against Wiggins. Pass to Quickly. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Yep, that one's good.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Hero. After the basket by Toronto. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and the defense was there, but Hero is just so good at nailing contested shots.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wiggins against Ingram. Nice D from Ware.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Hero, screen on Pirtle. Here's Adebayo. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, Adebayo's really good at facing up from mid-range. Buries the jumper there.
Ingram against Wiggins. Outside Ingram. Pass to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Pirtle with a screen on Powell. Here's Barrett. And they recover it. Here's Barnes. They grab their own miss. Over Adebayo. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Ingram. Pass to Ware. Now Adebayo. He's guarded by Barnes. Back to Ware. Just 5 on the clock. Hurdle with some nice D.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
BA, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk here? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. And here are the Heat now. Toronto making their last shot. Pass to Powell. Now Wiggins. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just springing off the floor. Wiggins showing his athletic ability.
Quickly with the ball. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Here's Pirtle. Now here's Ingram. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Miami making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. Hero against Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Powell with a steal. Right wing. There's the 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
An extremely reliable three-point weapon. Powell is taking that every chance he gets.
Barnes passes to Barrett. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barrett's got 5 now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Hero following the three-point basket by Toronto. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Back to Quickly. Outside Barnes. From behind the arc. The shot by Ingram, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from deep. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, BA, Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
The NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Mitchell's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And quickly drops them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Powell outside to the middle. Here's Ware. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, Powell is such a valuable asset. Great shooter, efficient, has a really high basketball IQ with all of his experience.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Bam Adebayo.
And I think the grind of the season has caught up to him a little. You can see it in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a dive. He appears to be wearing down. Maybe he can get his legs back under him today.
Raptors trail by 4. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Pirtle. And here's Barrett. He's guarded by Hero. Shot is good by Barrett. Here's Hero. 20 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
Now here's Hero. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Ingram. And that one drops for him. Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
The Heat shooting an impressive 47%. Hero on the wing, guarded by Barrett. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Outside Ingram. Outside Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Brian, back over to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. A different look for Miami. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware, and it's Smith in for Tyler Hero. Toronto also changing it up. Dick comes in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly. Raptors trail by 4. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over. preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 4-point game. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Dick. Knocks down the triple.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Here's Jovic, covered by Pirtle. Ingram against Powell. Here's the pick. To the paint. Here's Jovic. Howard's down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Well, nice job with the screen. Then Jovic found the weak spot in the defense.
Raptors trail by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And here's Mitchell. Still without a bucket. Pass to Jaquez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Ingram against Powell. Now here's Ingram. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. From downtown, no good there. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Heat leading by just 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass. Pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide-open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times, to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Davion Mitchell. Then it's Smith. And it's Jaquez in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Here's Adebayo. Work it inside. Adebayo.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Murray Boyles. 11 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Mamukelashvili. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Adebayo finds Jaquez. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Fontecchio. And the 3 off target. Toronto trailing. Here's Shed. Pass to Dick. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Mitchell. The 3, Smith. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Smith's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Walter. Up and over Smith. On the wing, Grady Dick lets the 3 fly. And again, Toronto, no good. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The three, Smith. And the Heat, another three.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Murray Boyles. He's guarded by Fontecchio. It's stolen by Jaquez. Driving in. Pass to Fontecchio. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. Norm Powell comes in for Smith. Toronto also changing it up. Ingram's checked in for Dick. R.J. Barrett comes in for Walter. And quickly subbed in for Shed. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They trail by 11. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Now here's Quickly. He has 6. He was all alone on that one. Barrett's got 10 points in the game.
You love when Barrett starts to feel it from downtown.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Adebayo. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game. Adebayo finds Jaquez. Outside for Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Ingram. Miami making their last shot. Shoots over Wiggins. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wiggins from long range. Offensive rebound from deep. Mitchell. Out to Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Well, what I like about Powell is that he takes what's available. When you give him these mid-range J's, he's more than happy to fire away.
Here's Mamukelashvili. No points so far. Shot is good by Barrett.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Adebayo. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against New York. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Hero, he's checked in for Miami. Free throw's good. Adebayo.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA. But Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Here's Mamukelashvili. Pass to Murray Boyles. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. Murray Boyles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Heat leading by 10. Outside Adebayo. And here's Hero. And that's his third bucket in 8 attempts.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And so here is Toronto. Here's Quickly. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Hero. He has 6. Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. It's Powell on the wing. 5 to shoot. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Hits a three-pointer. Jaquez has got his second basket on the night.
Well, when Jaquez is hitting threes, it adds a whole nother dimension to this offense.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Barrett. Chalk up 2 there. Barrett's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Now here's Wiggins. Covered by Ingram. Here's Hero. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Now Quickly. Give him 8. Pass to Ingram. Puts up a 3. Jaquez grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Barrett. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
Miami leading by 11. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Heat making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in. And the Raptors making a change here. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. Now Fontecchio, covered by Pirtle. Hero for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Barrett finds Quickly. Outside Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And there's a 3-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Friday, they head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Nuggets, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Now here's Wiggins. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Powell for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Quickly with the ball. Give him 8. Outside Barrett. Over Hero. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Miami leading by 11. Pass to Wiggins. Launches a 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Nice move inside from Barnes.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 53% here in the second quarter. Wiggins finds Jaquez. Fires the three, and Andrew Wiggins hits from deep. Wiggins got 5.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And here are the Raptors now, following the three-point basket by Miami. And so the ball out of bounds. Jaquez touched it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Ware's checked in for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaquez.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Hero. Give him 8 points now. Adebayo is screened on quickly to the inside. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by Hero. And it's 13 points for Bam Adebayo. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
And here are the Heat now. Toronto making their last shot. Wiggins, no good. Barrett against Powell. And here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8.
Well, Ingram, with the way he shoots the ball, he is a big threat from the corner.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Adebayo is screen on Ingram. Now Ware. Adebayo in the post. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Powell. Rebound Miami. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this.
Glad you're joining us for halftime. And fellas, how about Bam Adebayo getting it done to start the game?
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
These are proven games, but you can talk all you want. But can you back it up?
They've said outwardly they feel they deserve more respect. Here's a chance to earn it.
You can talk all you want, but can you back it up?
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. give him some different looks.
Raptors trail by 7. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. And it's Quickly in at the 1. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Quickly's got 11 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Barrett passes to Pirtle. It's deflected.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Adebayo. Money from the wing. 15 points in the game.
Well, you know what Bam's going to give you on defense, but when he's clicking on offense like this, such a bonus for this team.
Quickly against Hero. And here's Ingram outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in the game.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Raptors trail by 9. Ingram up top, pounded by Wiggins. And here's Pirtle, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Wonderful touch by Barnes on the floater.
Just eases it up and in. Barnes just doesn't overpower it.
Miami leading by 7. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way player.
Yeah, the first overall pick in 2014, Andrew Wiggins has carved out a nice career as a scoring wing.
He hits the second from the line. Stan, while they're cobbling together an offense, the Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, B.A., only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Barrett can't hit.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. A clear look for Hero. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Barnes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Khalil Ware. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the first one at the line is good. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Both free throws good from Barnes.
Yeah, this guy is so key for this team. Barnes with so many valuable minutes night in and night out.
Powell surveying the D. And there's the lob. Oh, Wiggins over the top.
Yeah, and Wiggins' teammates trust him to finish off alley-oops. His timing on these is just very impressive.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's quickly. Excellent D there from Hero. Heat leading by 8. It's Wiggins on the wing. Covered by Ingram. Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. And it's good. 2 points. Ingram's got 10 points.
Well, Ingram's showing you that ability to play big inside.
Outside Adebayo. Here's the 3. Hero, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Hero against Quickly. Outside Barnes. Barnes drills the triple.
This team relies on Barnes to drill threes, just stretching out the floor.
Hero against Quickly. Hero right side. Wiggins outside. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Oh, look at Wiggins showing off extended range.
Exclamation 3 from Wiggins.
Wiggins against Ingram. Pass to Quickly. Outside Barrett. The 3 from Barnes. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Heat leading by 6. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And such a presence in close. Barnes fighting through the whistle and getting his.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
That free throw good from Barnes. Good on both. Now here's Hero. Give him 8. Wiggins outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Ware. He tries for 3. Quickly with a rebound. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Barnes. From the arc. He can't hit that time. Deflects the pass. Wiggins with it. Now Quickly defending. Powell outside. Takes a 3. Offensive board. Adebayo passes to Hero. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Barrett. And again. Toronto, no good. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Outside Barnes. Here's the three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case. Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Raptors trail by 6. Here's Ingram. 10 points for him. Shoots over Wiggins. Adebayo grabs the board. Powell against Barrett. Kicks it to Hero. From outside, off the mark.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jaquez is checked in for Wiggins. Over the last 10 games, these two guards have been incredible defensively, piling up the steals. Norman Powell 3rd.
And those steals haven't come just by accident. They've gotten them through the effort they're willing to expend on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Six on the shot clock. To the middle. Tipped. Here's Barrett. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barrett's got 22 points.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Heat leading by 4. Powell outside. Outside Adebayo. A shot from the mid-range. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
Left side Barrett. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Over Hero. And it's quickly with a miss. And the Heat shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pass to Ware. Here's Powell. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Barrett can't hit.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Now here's Ware. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That three's off the mark.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Barnes, no good. Heat leading by 6. Here's Jaquez. No good on the triple. The Raptors shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Pass to Murray Boyles. And here's Barnes. Jaquez covers. Yes, sir! Barnes beating him inside.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
And the Heat shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Powell passes to Adebayo. Inside. And he dunks it down.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
1:19 left to play in the third quarter. Hero against Quickly. Left side Barrett. It counts! And the foul! It's on Norman Powell.
Yeah, the defense gets in Barrett's face, so he gets aggressive right back, winning the and one chance.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Smith, he's checked in for Powell. And Mitchell subbed in for Hero. Toronto also changing it up. Mamukelashvili comes in for Barnes. And Ingram is subbed in for Quickly. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. 6-point game. The 15-footer. Good as the jump shot falls. Barrett's got 26 points.
Yeah, look at Barrett being resourceful on offense, not passing up those mid-range shot opportunities.
Smith passes to Adebayo. Deflected! Now Grady Dick. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Sinks the tray.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Mitchell, a screen on Dick. Here's Smith. Count it. Good. Smith's got 11.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Pass to Barrett for the tie. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Miami out in front, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Simone Fontecchio out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Fontecchio's shot is off. Toronto trailing. Goes up on the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And for the Heat, they're shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Fontecchio with a screen. Here's Powell. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Shed. Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Wiggins. And that one's good. Ingram. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Well, we know Brandon has a smooth jumper, but man, he can really score down low.
Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Ingram. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
So it's Miami now. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Fontecchio. Fade away. Rebound Toronto. Ingram's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Grady Dick lets it go from deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The Raptors making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Heat trail by 4. Mitchell with the ball. Wiggins from long range. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Dick. Up top, Dick. Powell covers. Dick, the pass to Ingram. 6 to shoot from outside the arc.
But since he was traded to Golden State in 2020, Wiggins has become a very capable defender.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Shed. Here's Dick. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And it's Powell with the ball for the Heat. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Ingram. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Mitchell, the pass to Powell. Powell sets a screen. It's Powell on the wing. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, how about the response by Powell? Answering the call with a 3 of his own.
Ingram against Wiggins. Pirtle with a screen on Wiggins. Pass to Pirtle. He can't get it to go. Fontecchio with some nice D. Heat trail by 3. Mitchell, the pass to Fontecchio. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got assist number 7 tonight. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Wiggins against Ingram. Pirtle with the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Here's Powell. Pass to Wiggins. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Pirtle with a screen on Wiggins. Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Powell in the post. Guarded by Dick. Fontecchio with a screen. Here's Wiggins. Wiggins with the inside bucket. Nice.
Yeah, offensively, Wiggins is putting together some great numbers. And so far, he's shown no intention of slowing down.
For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Here's Shed. 3-pointer off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Jaquez with it. Picked up by Dick. Pass to Wiggins. Miami moving it around. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 11. Here's Murray Boyles. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Murray Boyles. Mitchell grabs the miss. Powell for three. It's rebounded by Dick.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Picked by Pirtle. Here's Ingram. Jaquez grabs the board. Jaquez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Powell. And the bucket is good. And the Heat lead by 1.
When he's not on the perimeter, this is where Powell is scoring, right near the hoop.
Toronto's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. To the wing, right side. Shed. No good from outside. The Heat have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. It's Powell on the wing, and Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for Miami, Ware's checked in for Fontecchio. Adebayo comes in for Jaquez. And it's Hero in for Wiggins. Adebayo with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Hero for 3. Yes! And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 4 assists now tonight. Raptors trail by 4. On the wing quickly. Checked by Mitchell. Quickly passes to Ingram. To snap the cold streak. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Ingram can go shot for shot with anybody in the league. A 3 at the other end only seems to fuel his fire.
Mitchell, a screen on Barnes. Pass to Powell from downtown. Toronto grabs the miss. On the wing quickly. Checked by Mitchell. And it's quickly with a miss. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 1. Where? That's good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Toronto has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Quickly passes to Ingram. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Powell against Ingram. Here's Adebayo. Hammering it home. Adebayo.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. Raptors trail by 5. And here's quickly. Here's Pirtle. Clock at 6. Barnes fires. Cash from downtown.
Oh my, just what they needed. Barnes with a crucial burst of offensive energy.
Now Hero beyond the arc. Pirtle rips down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To tie it up. And he lays it in.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Quickly against Hero. Now Adebayo. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Pirtle with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Barnes. And stolen by Adebayo. Bam! Caps off the break.
Well, Adebayo usually has the advantage over other bigs when it's time to run.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 1:25 left to play in the fourth. Now Barnes from deep. Oh, it misses.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Now Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Barrett. Here's Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Well, Adebayo never shies away from contact. He's so aggressive and forces the defense's hand.
Find the lane. Good shot.
And the free throw, no good. They need to rally in a big way, Grant, if they want to stage a real comeback.
And B.A., they better do it soon because the window is definitely closing.
Hurdle. Oh, he can't get the layup. Powell outside. Barrett with a rebound. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Cleared away by Hero. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, remember, Hero came into the league as a scorer, and he's only gotten better, continuing to round out his game.
Here's Ingram.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Quickly! Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. So the Heat win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Bam, of all the aspects that went into this win, which do you think was most important?
Our defense, man. You know, when it got down to crunch time, we really locked in, and we pride ourselves on that, like I always say. And, you know, we take those matchups, those one-on-one matchups personal. And we got the stops, and we got the W. We got to tough this one out.
It's always better when you can make it personal. Thanks so much, Bam.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.